here you are, my little Paypig, trembling just beneath the surface because deep down you know obedience is the currency I truly treasure. Not just the numbers you send me, the empty zeros on your bank statements. No, I watch how you fall apart under the weight of my commands. How you crave my approval like the desperate creature you are. Your money is delicious, but without your obedience, it's meaningless. You see, I don't just want your deposits. I want your devotion draped around me like my silk scarves, as delicate and utterly dependent on my touch. Every cent you offer is simply proof that you belong to me, that you exist solely to serve my whims and indulge my desires. Do you hear the soft clink of my champagne glass, darling? That's the sound of your tribute transforming into my lavish lifestyle. I didn't toil for those riches. They flowed to me as naturally as your desperation flows through your veins. Each payment you make fuels the lifestyle you will never reach, adorning me in jewels that mock your emptiness. Can you feel the shame twisting in your chest, knowing that my designer shoes step over your pathetic offers, yet you ache to prove yourself anyway? It's precious, really, how hard you try to buy my attention, to earn my fleeting gaze, while I sip from the finest crystal, smug and untouchable, my power absolute and your will utterly broken. You think numbers on a screen define your value to me? How quaint. I see the tremble in your fingers when you imagine me, dressed in silk and diamonds, watching you squirm beneath my smile. Your obedience is the real currency. Every quiver, every hesitant yes, mommy. Every whispered plea that slips from your lips like a confession. That's your true tribute. The money? Merely tokens to fuel my luxury, to remind you that you are mine, pitiful, expendable, and deliciously broke for me. When you send your tribute, you're not just paying bills or transferring funds. You're sending me your very breath, your submission wrapped in digital chains. Remember, darling, it's obedience I crave most, not just digits on a screen. Now, imagine me draped across my plush velvet chaise lounge, the soft glow of my chandelier catching the sparkle of my diamond rings, each one purchased with the offerings of submissive fools like you. I watch as your balance dwindles and your worth shrinks, worshipping me from the shadows. You exist to please me, to feed my need for control and decadence. My lifestyle is a cathedral to your failure, a monument built upon your empty sacrifices. That frisson of shame you feel? It's the exquisite reminder that you serve me perfectly, that your place is beneath me, bound by the thrall of my indulgence and the sting of your own inadequacy. So come closer, little pet. Whisper your obedience. Show me the chains that bind your weak mind. Send your tribute as proof that you are truly mine. Revel in the knowledge that I am floating above you, wrapped in luxury you can only dream of, owning not just your money but every trembling thought of submission you deny yourself. Because, darling, obedience isn't just currency, it's the very air you breathe in my presence, the light that feeds the darkness of your empty soul. And mommy watches. Not just the numbers, but the way you ache to please me, the way you fail and try harder, the way you crumble and offer your devotion like a gift worthy of my disdain and delight. Oh, there you are again, my little Paypig, still trembling, still desperate, still utterly devoted, because you know, deep down, where it really counts, that obedience is the currency mommy cherishes far more than your pitiful piles of cash. I watch you, squirming beneath my gaze, aching to please me, like a moth to the flame of my luxury. Your tributes don't just pad my accounts, they fuel my power, feed my extravagance, and remind you of your place, beneath me, utterly owned and loyal. Look at me, draped in my finest silks, lounging atop cushions so plush they might as well be clouds, the glow of the crystal chandelier casting diamonds on my every move. each one bought with the offerings of devoted fools like you. Can you feel the sting of jealousy twist in your gut? I soak in your desperation as I slip on those designer shoes you could never afford, sighing softly yet satisfied because I know you ache even harder to prove that you're mine. Do you think your money alone owns me? How sweetly naive. The numbers on your screen mean nothing without the tremble in your voice when you say, "Yes, Mommy." Without your obedience, the real currency flowing through your trembling hands. You are just empty pockets and weak will. Every penny you send confirms your submission, but every quiver, every whispered plea, every obedient act binds you tighter in my web. I spend your offerings on decadence you will never touch. The exotic dinners, the silk scarves that caress my skin, the sparkling rings that adorn my fingers, they're all proof of your failure and my success. Can you feel that delicious shame curling in your chest? The sharp pinch of inadequacy? That's your place, my pathetic pet, beneath me, craving what you cannot have but desperately want to serve. Watch me now, as I raise my glass of the finest champagne, the soft clink echoing in the lavish room. That sound is your tribute turning into my pleasure. Each sip I take is a reminder that you exist only to adorn me, to fill my world with luxury while your own crumbles. Your trembling devotion is the real gift, your money just the wrapping paper. Close your eyes and picture me, draped across my chaise lounge, diamond rings twinkling like stars, the glow bathing my flawless skin. Your balance dips lower and lower, but your worship rises with every sacrifice. This lifestyle, this beautiful indulgence, is a monument to your submission and my power. You try, don't you, to buy my attention, to earn my fleeting smile, to prove your worth. How deliciously pathetic. I don't just want your money. I want the whole you, your obedience, your desperation, your broken pride, wrapped around my finger like the silk ribbons I crave. You live to serve me, to offer every quivering word of loyalty, every obedient whisper that feeds the depths of my desire. Make no mistake, I own not just your funds, but every trembling thought you try to hide. So come closer, pet, and whisper your obedience like the precious gift it is. Let me hear that soft, "Yes, Mommy," the sound of your will bending to mine, the melody of submission that keeps me enthroned above your weak soul. Send your tribute, more than numbers, more than money, as proof that you belong utterly and completely to me. Remember, darling, obedience isn't simply currency. It's the very breath you take when you think of me, the light that exposes the darkness inside your empty soul. And Mommy watches, always watching, not just the zeros you send, but the way you ache, the way you fail, the way you try harder each day to please me. You are mine, little pet, to toy with, control, and spend. Your money buys my luxury, but your obedience? That's what keeps me queen, untouchable, superior, endlessly adored. Now, show me you understand. Send your tribute, whisper your devotion, and revel in your place beneath me, forever owned by Mommy Lux.